So first morning on the trail here at Hawk Mountain Shelter. I'm not staying in the shelter, obviously. I don't think I'll stay in the shelter much. It's way too cramped, and I think I would be way too unpopular with snoring and whatnot. But all of the nights that I've camped out, last night was unique. The moon was so bright that it was casting shadows, and the sky was crystal clear. It's just perfect, but the wind was blowing like nothing I'd ever seen. So because of that, it was really cold. And this morning it's really cold. I thought most people would be breaking camp between 6 and 7, and it is 8 o'clock right now, and I don't think anybody has walked out of here yet. There's a lot of people getting ready, but I'm gonna finish my breakfast here, and then I'm gonna start moving. My body is, as you might think, it's rebelling a little bit. It is. Last night was a series of about 200 naps, because however I was laying, something was hurting that woke me up. But I think that's more a little dehydration than the work. It was, I think all in all, I did about 9 miles yesterday, and I got cocky early because for about a 3-mile stretch, it was fairly, it wasn't super hard, and I was just cooking. I felt great. And then we came out of a low point and had about a 2-mile climb, and that snapped me back into reality. That it was the last couple of miles in here were hard, and I was tired and I was ready to quit. So here we go. Heading over to Gooch Mountain Shelter today, which I think it's about 8 miles, and hope to get in there, you know, mid-afternoon, and take it easy and do some stretching. So talk to you guys later. Here's the first trail magic I've seen on the AT, and for folks that don't know, they're just local people who support AT Thru Hikers, section hikers, and they just come out and they'll put some food and some cold drinks and Gatorade and sometimes even beer. So they're called Trail Angels, and it's kind of awesome.
Yeah. There's always been beer here for me.
Hey guys, you meet a lot of people on the trail, but I didn't know that I'd meet anybody this famous. So
how you doing, guys? I go by 43. The reason my trail name is 43 is because my real name is actually Richard Petty. So that's it. It's nice, easy. I unfortunately got it from my brothers when I was young, and they were older than me, and that's how I ended up with it. So that's it, man. Nice to meet you guys.
So there you go. I got to meet Richard Petty.
Yeah.
Take that. Hey guys, here's a picture of me and Captain Planet at Gooch Mountain Shelter. It's the morning of the 3rd day, and I was waiting on some friends of mine to get ready to go, and she and I got into a conversation, and she was just absolutely fascinating, you know, kind of a highlight of the day. Later this year, she's going to be going for the Triple Crown through hiking the Continental Divide Trail. She's already done the AT and the PCT, and she's currently employed as what's called a ridge runner. She's employed by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, and she's assigned a shelter, and she kind of just checks on people in the morning and in the evening, and during the day she'll hike 4 miles one direction, which is halfway to the next shelter usually, and then 4 miles back, and she camps there at the shelter making sure everybody's okay. The next morning she gets up and hikes 4 miles the other way, and comes back and does the same thing. And I think it's 4 days on, 3 days off, and on her off days she gets to live in some lodging provided at Amicalola Falls. So all in all, pretty cool deal. Super late start today. It's Sunday, and the goal was to make it to Lance Creek, and that shortens the day tomorrow over Blood Mountain and down into Neal's Gap. And what I'm hearing is that Lance Creek is probably going to be full. So I think we could make it there, but I don't think there's any place to put up our tent. So kind of jammed up at the moment. Not caring about it too much, but I got an easy trail into a place called Woody Gap, which is a real popular resting place. There's a parking lot there, and that's where a lot of local people come in, park and hike for the day or go jogging or whatever. And we're going to kind of evaluate what we're going to do. Woody Gap is about 3 miles from Lance Creek. So what we're thinking is potentially going about another 2 miles and camping, stealth camping at a little spring there, so we know we got water. There's also a place past there, but if you go past there more than about 1.5 miles, it's an area that requires a bear canister because of a lot of food aggressive bears, which we don't have a bear canister. So kind of hiking, not really knowing where I'm gonna end up, but all in all, it's all good. So one way or the other, tomorrow gonna find my way into Neal Gap if at all possible. So talk to y'all later. Hey guys, don't really know where this is. I think it's about 1 mile short of Woody Gap. The gaps are always low places, so you climb a mountain and then you go down to a gap. And we just climbed a mountain. So I just thought this was kind of a pretty place. And out of nowhere, you can probably see over my shoulder that's gotten kind of gray, dark, and the wind has kicked up, and it's like, I don't know, 10-15 degrees cooler. So cell service would be nice, so I could kind of look at the weather, see what's going on, because I got no idea. But just some of the fun times out here. So talk to y'all later. So I'm coming up on Preacher's Rock. So what do you think? Pretty good view from my office today. See you guys. So, entering the Blood Mountain Wilderness area, coming out of Woody Gap. So, supposed to be in Neal's Gap yesterday, but just wasn't working out. Supposed to be in Neal Gap today, but it's not gonna happen. And just timing and distance, and it's really no big deal. Kind of feel good that I'm not pressing too hard. Kind of taking time to talk to people and just really, it's cool right now. Settle in. Got my rain jacket on for warmth, as well as the rain that's kind of coming off and on. but haven't really hiked yet with it just downpouring today, but that's coming. I don't mind hiking in the rain too much, camping in the rain. It's like that 5 minutes when you're trying to set your tent up or take it down. That's when all hell breaks loose. So I'm trying to keep your stuff dry. So we'll talk about that more later. See you guys. I want to get it.
Do it.
Oh yeah. Okay, you can do this.
Okay, here we go.
Hiking in the rain,
Baby step.
crossing Lance Creek. I have slow motion. I have slow motion on this camera. I'm not using it right now. That is how fast. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm walking the same thing. You want to see me or the board?
Walk the plank.
The board? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here you can see my feet. Dun, 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 dun. Bang. Hey guys. It's Monday afternoon. I think it's about 4 o'clock. And about a mile from where we're going tonight, which is Girard Gap. No shelter there, no privy, but there's water. And there's a few camp pads and an abandoned dirt road that people use to camp on. But not the hardest day, but you know, it's a little cold, a little rainy. Hey guys, just got to camp a little bit ago and just got everything set up, and I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it is just thundering and lightning and hail, and it came out of nowhere. And so hey, pretty exciting day out on the AT. So I don't know if you can hear that, but I really hope this tent can hold up in a hailstorm. So we'll see. See you guys. So I really don't know what I said in that last video, because that little storm came without any warning. The wind blows through these valleys and mountains, and it literally sounds like a jet engine or a train coming through. It's really wild. And out of nowhere, the wind came through, and there was a crack of thunder, and people were standing outside their tent getting ready to do whatever the next chore was. And I mean, it cut loose. And I don't know if that video did it justice, but I thought this tent was going to come apart. And so instead of just being, you know, kind of tired and wet and cold, now we're hunkered in, and you know, it's just never a dull moment. Still having fun, but you know, getting pushed around a little bit today. I'm not gonna lie about it. So anyway, I hope you guys are dry and warm wherever you are, because it is not dry or warm here. So you guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow.